Hello, our internet criminals, and welcome back. We are ranking our mascots we believe would commit a felony, what that is, and we're here to rank it for you and tell you what.
We'll be here every week ranking different things like our favorite mascots that we believe commit felonies, anime characters we'd give ourselves amnesia to watch for the first time again, and more. So we hope to see you next week, and that's okay if not, because literally
no one asked.
So this week, as we just stated, we are going through and talking about different brand mascots that we believe would commit felonies. Because while a lot of these little furry creatures are made to market you into wanting more of their products, we believe they are cold-hearted criminals. But for real, these are mascots that throughout the years have just given me...
They're terrifying.
Yeah, bad vibes. Or when I thought of their crime, I was like, oh, yeah. 100%.
But not all of these are like scary, like example for me today. You know what I mean? Some of these are baddies that I'm just like, you're going to commit a felony, you know? So you're going to find out though.
So we're starting off with kind of a weak one, which is the Hamburglar. And I believe that he would commit, I mean, this is kind of right on the nose, burglary. I think he'd go in and rob a McDonald's because he got X-nayed from the cast in like the late 90s. McDonald's made a shift. They wanted to get rid of all their little people crew. And I remember that kind of as I was growing up, very, very slightly the remnants of the Hamburglar and some of the other little caricatures from the McDonald's.
Okay,
line.
but Grimace came over and took over the world for a minute. So
bring him back.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
So I believe that he would, I mean, right on the nose, that's how he got his name. The Hamburglar would go in, steal some hamburgers. He's had to be out of the crew.
He's stealing that meat.
He's stealing that meat.
Arby's, we got to the mains. No, you don't. He's coming for them.
I noticed that. So, yeah, to conclude, my number 5 would be the Hamburglar committing burglary. And I think he's just like a pretty safe kids caricature. So yeah, again, not super scary, but
how long would he?
Crime's a crime.
How long would he be put away for?
He would be put away for at least 25 years. I think that's about how long it's been since the return of Grimace. So that's how long his sentence was. He can now kind of make his comeback. He can be entered back into society again.
Does he have any particular punishment?
Just community service.
He needs to atone for his crimes.
And that's, again, he's a low ranking criminal. I don't think he should have gotten a felony. He just got done wronged by McDonald's. He was in there to steal back his meat.
Yeah.
So just, let off easy with some community service.
Okay, well, we're going to jump into mine, which is not so nice and easy and chill. We're going to start off nice and strong with Wendy. Wendy just gave, there's the thing, if a girl got red hair, she's crazy. I have red hair. I've had red hair most of the time. I would think I'm pretty crazy, so I agree to that statement. That girl gives me party girl vibes, and I'm giving her a DUI. I think she would just be fine with 2 to 3 years in jail, doing the time, you know what I mean? But, I feel like her crime, honestly, she needs to be blonde. She got to get rid of those freckles and she got to go blonde. She got to be Utah-fied.
She's at the court and they're like, okay, Wendy, you're found guilty, 2 to 5 years in prison for DUI. Your punishment, you have to go blonde when you leave this place.
Yep.
No community service, no ankle monitor. She got to go blonde.
Yeah,
I couldn't think of a worse fate, honestly.
Yeah, forever. She can't be redhead no more. Get rid of those freckles, girl. Laser them off. That is her punishment.
So that's a good pick. That's a good pick. For my announcement. Mm-hmm. For my number 4, I picked the Keebler Elves because icons from my childhood. And I remember their sneaky little elf faces on my cookie packaging, and I just feel like they could get into some serious mischief. I put them as having the felony of forgery. Because they got that secret cookie recipe. I think that they're forging the competitors so that way they're never able to get close to theirs. I think they're so sneaky that they're able to get off without too much of a sentence.
Oh yeah,
they're maybe in jail for 12 months, prison. I don't know how the legal system works. But I would say they get off light. Just some light forgery. No big deal. No one ended up dead. So
yeah, it's all good.
So yeah, I would give them about a year. And again, community service, have to just give the cookie recipe to the competitors.
Hand it over. Hand over the recipe. And my number 4 is the Reddit alien because looking at that, he is doing crime and mischief. He cannot be trusted. Do not trust him.
Cyber crimes we can't even speak about on that.
Girl, it's going to go past those cyber crimes because I believe he's capable of kidnapping because he's an alien.
Dun, dun.
Yeah, he is an alien, so he can kidnap. I don't know who, but he's kidnapping somebody. I don't know. And I'm going to give him the death sentence. And I believe...
Okay, we come out swinging our first death sentence.
And I believe he should be burned at the stake. For all of the people that live in there, in that I use it, but, you know, majority of them...
Yeah.
Let's burn Reddit at the stake. That's what I think.
I didn't know we had these stronger feelings. Okay. Burn them at the stake. So, okay. Good to know how you feel. That was your number 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 4.
4.
4.
Coming in swinging. All right. For my number 3, I have nominated the Geico lizard. There's just something about his little smug British accent that I think he is doing some crimes. And I think he's like a boss. Like, obviously, he's a little gecko. He's a little lizard. He can't go out there and like fight or be slinging anything crazy. So not in the action, but I think he's like the mob boss, so to speak, like calling the shots of like, I think he's like running some kidnapping, making sure you pay your insurance.
Oh yeah.
So if you're late, he goes and kidnaps one of your loved ones until you pay your premiums on time.
Well, you know what? He's the reason the Lake Tahoe thing. Do you know about the Lake Tahoe thing? The dancing?
Give me the lore.
Oh, the lore right now. Okay, I found this out the other day. Deep dive. So apparently during like mob times, I can't remember when this was. It was probably like 100, 200 something years ago. They're supposed to be in Victorian clothing. By Lake Tahoe, the mobs would stay in this one hotel or whatever, and they would end up taking their victims and killing them there that wouldn't pay them or all those things, and they would put their bodies in Lake Tahoe. But because it's like the second deepest thing in the world, it's like almost as deep as the Marianas Trench or whatever, like the lowest point. So it stays at 32 Celsius or whatever, and so their bodies stay perfectly preserved. And actually not that long ago, in like 2018 or something, a scuba diver or like someone who was in the water, his body came back up, and it looked as if he died an hour ago, but he hadn't been dead for years. But because he was all the way at the bottom, he was perfectly preserved. So they call it the dancing table because it was where all of the mobsters would dance. So it's believed all the dead bodies are at the bottom of Lake Tahoe because of all the mobs. So I'm blaming the Geico lizard for the dancing table in Lake Tahoe.
Geico lizard, you have to answer for your crimes. Life. That would be life.
Oh, that's life for sure. After all that.
So we're not letting you free. So it'd be my number 3, the Geico lizard. I see through your facade. I know what you're up to.
I know what you are. I know what you are.
Hey, quick break. Just wanted to let you know that this episode is brought to you by, well, me. When I'm not dressing up and recording this podcast, I actually run a business, and it's called Riley Yana's Social Media Services. I work with brands, entrepreneurs, and creatives, all to help them grow their strategies, create engaged audiences, and create content that actually resonates. So if you're ready to grow your social media, check the show notes for a special discount just for you.
My number 3 is Chester the Cheetah. And when I was writing this, I keep wanting to say Chester the Cheeto. I don't know.
Even just now when you said it, I was like, you mean Chester the Cheeto?
It's not dead name him. It's Chester the Cheeto. I don't know what it is. But that man's is giving spiking. Girl, roll it back to the characters I trust my drink with. Not him. He is spiking the drink.
Keep him away from my drink. That is someone one of our suckers going to have to fight him off.
Everyone's saying Mike can have his way with their sandwich. Well, Chester the Cheeto cannot have his way with my Cheetos. Okay, I do not trust him. And I think 10 years is a good time. 10, maybe 20, But
my system allows.
I don't know the rules around that, the cruel and unusual punishment. But I'm
just tried the same as humans? ?
And he's a cheetah, so is there PETA involved? PETA, don't come for me.
PETA, stay away from this channel.
Because my crime, the punishment I'm giving him is because he's like a Cheeto. Like I keep saying, he can still only be in a pool. His like solitary confinement is a pool, so he'll be a soggy little Cheeto.
To just stay in
for the next 15 years. So
just his head above water.
He has the little thing for like the scuba where it comes up on the
That's horrifying.
So that is my punishment for
I think
him.
there's something in the laws against cruel and unusual, but we're going to let it slide for these.
Oh, no. These are cruel and unusual punishments, baby. These are all cruel and unusual.
That's all they deserve.
Yeah, facts. Because they're cruel and unusual. And then before we get into our middle segment, as you know, we love to do our honorable mention. And for this time, we are doing the Monopoly Man because as we were going through, I feel like he's not really like a mascot. He is for the game, but a lot of these are more food franchises and bigger brands and not a game.
Exactly. Yeah, they're like food, drink, things that we see in the grocery store. Whereas he's just chilling on our shelves. He's not giving us evil energy.
I mean, like he's doing some other D's. He's like Tom Nook where he's taking your money and stuff like that. But you know what? It's okay. He'd been here forever. We let the old man slide. It's like, okay, Grandpa. But we will be getting into our fun little middle segment now. We were thinking about doing almost like the quiz where it's like the blurred images of the logo. Since we're being our mascot logos today, we're going to give each other each a little quiz on a logo that is blurred and see if we can guess it.
Okay, and to be fair, mine isn't blurred, but it's missing like part of it, so it's like obscured.
Oh, that's fine.
Is that fine? Okay.
That's fine as long as it's like, different from what it...
Yeah, okay. You go first.
Okay. This is the
Home Depot?
Yes, good job.
Yeah.
Regular Home Depot logo. Good job.
Okay.
It's the DreamWorks logo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like,
that one, I feel like as long as you know what it is.
I just wanted to be sure because sometimes I be getting them wrong, girl. I know it's like Disney and Pixar, but I'm like, that's Disney. And they're like, girl, that's Pixar. I'm like, it's the same thing. You know what? Yeah. Now we get into the fun parts. As we always say, the nitty gritty and the meats of it all, our number 2 and our number 1.
Gotta get serious for my number 2. I knew I wanted to dress up as this one, and I told you guys I would not dress up as my number 1. And so I literally had to bump this one down to my number 2 because I wanted to dress up as him today.
Yep. You're slaying.
And the Energizer Bunny. And obviously... he's crazy.
Yeah.
Growing up, all the commercials I saw about him were being crazy like the Energizer Bunny. I mean, everything is talking about how he's off the walls and he's just giving sinister energy. And as I was doing my research about the Energizer Bunny, I was not aware of his more scarily, less commonly known cousin, the Duracell Bunny, who is horrifying and looks like he just got pulled off of like a soccer team. He's in like a soccer jersey. For what reason? I have no clue. He helps with batteries. But I think the Energizer Bunny crashed out.
Girl, no, I think he eats the batteries. I think he's eating the stock supply.
I did. I agree. That bunny looks like he got into and munched on those batteries. He is scary looking. So honestly, in the Energizer Bunny's, defense, it was probably self-defense against that scary ass bunny.
True.
So
if it's self-defense, then
he's gonna get
he'll get a little bit
scot-free. He might get a little bit of time depending on what the judge
maybe like a couple weeks, who knows, but
but I definitely think the Energizer Bunny had to commit murder. We're going to argue self-defense against the scary Duracell Bunny.
I can really see that, though. And for my number 2, like I said, you see today, the M&M squad. I'm including the whole, group of M&Ms, but I specifically just wanted to be the really currenty green one. So I know her boots are white, but I don't care. These ones slay. So
we had works, okay? Black go-go boots. We're not going to get white ones just for the sake of it. No. Those work perfect.
These are slaying the house down, so I'm watching. But I wanted to see, the Teletubbies are huge. Like I mentioned before, Jojo Siwa, huge. I wanted to know how tall are these little pieces of chocolate supposed to be. They're supposed to be 4 inches tall, accurate to an M&M size. So I just thought that was hilarious. And in my mind, I was like, what crime would they commit? And I was like, there's a bunch of them. It could be grand theft. And they're like ants where they can hold 20 times their body weight. So if all of these little M&Ms hold up, they can be stealing a lot of stuff. The jewelry, they'll be doing a grand theft situation.
That's so funny because in my mind, I always imagine the M&Ms to be human sized.
I know, and I feel like in the ads, that's what they are. They're human sized. But I looked it up, and it was no, they're supposed to the cartoon mascots. They're supposed to be 4 inches tall.
It's honestly probably because, at the time, they just had to put an actor in an M&M. I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't animated well.
Girl,
how do we all remember them human-sized?
Yeah, I had no idea. So I just thought that was hilarious. The thought of them being like ants and being able to carry 20 times their body weight. But I think that their punishment, for I don't know, maybe how long. Like you said, the judge is gonna decide how long. But for the punishment, I'm deciding, and that today is gonna be they're gonna be laid on the pavement in the hot summer sun, and they gotta melt. They gotta melt away. So
your punishments are always like what they would give a witch in like the Salem, Massachusetts area.
Girl, I'm just reenacting my revenge.
Amazing. And for my number one, I think this is quite the. Oh, that doesn't sound nearly as good.
Roll the bags. Yep. That's right.
For my number one, I think the obvious choice, and the choice I have to go to, or I'm scared for my life, would be the Duolingo owl.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you've just paid attention to the Duolingo owl's presence on social media the last couple of years, they are
unhinged.
Bold. They are unhinged, scary. No.
Yeah.
It's funny. Did you know Duolingo recently got a little bit canceled?
Yeah, because of all the like AI stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like, agree, girl. That's.
Yep. So, lore dropping. So that I wanted to clarify. The Duolingo owl was built up by fellow social media managers like myself. So, gotta give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
They gave the Duolingo the crazy unhinged personality, and I love it. Like, I think the Duolingo owl is hilarious, especially at its peak like a year or two ago.
Yep.
But they recently came out saying they're going to be replacing a lot of jobs with AI. And so that made a lot of people unhappy for very, very obvious reasons. But I was looking at the Duolingo page today, just like kind of checking it out. And the new social media manager is fighting for their life in the comments.
Oh, no, you're kidding.
No, all the comments are like, oh, did AI make this? Like, oh, da-da-da. And they're fighting everyone back.
What are they saying?
They're arguing people back there. Like, no, this was made by the team of very talented social media managers. Like, they're fighting for their lives in the comments. So
I mean, like you said, credit where credit is due. But can you blame them for when Duo, these dumbass birds, is hunting season?
Yeah, so I think that Duo would be imprisoned for fraud for obvious reasons. For life. Get that bird out of my
lifers.
That bird is a danger to society in itself. So we got to get it away from the general public.
Get it away from me. And I was really excited to talk about my number one today as well. Because there's something about him that gave this horrible energy. Is Mr. Scrub Daddy, because oh my god, like I said, that aura is terrible. Those posts on social media just as daunting and terrifying as Duos as well. I say they're pretty equal.
I will say the marketing do work. We are a Scrub Daddy household. Well, a Scrub Mommy household.
Yes, and the kitty one. Oh my god, I've gotten the cat one and it's so goddamn cute. But I'm specifically talking about Scrub Daddy. No puppy, no mommy.
Scrub Mommy, Scrub Kitty at home. Scrub Daddy, jail.
Yes. And you know what? When I was thinking about this, it came to me immediately. He is killing Mr. Clean. He said, "You are coming for me for those magic erasers. You're done. I'm
swimming with the fishes." Geico, listen, I got someone for you to take care of.
Exactly. They got the hookups. They got these different connections. The Lake Tahoe. It's all coming together, bro. It's all coming together. But for his crime of murdering, he will get life. He will get 100 years.
100 years.
He will get 100 years, and I believe like those slime ASMR videos with the sponges, he will be covered in slime and cut into pieces for those little satisfying
death penalty.
Yeah, that is his death penalty.
Amazing. I want to see that.
Yeah.
How do I get tickets?
Tickets to the show immediately.
Okay, I guess we have to choose between our top number one criminals. Who would, if we put them in the prison yard? Who's coming out?
So Scrub Daddy, and who's your
Duolingo owl?
Oh, Duo is taking Scrub Daddy out.
Duo is taking Scrub Daddy's life.
Yeah, bro.
110%.
Oh, 1,000%. So Duo, you win this time.
Good job, Duo. Thank you so much for tuning in, seeing which mascots we think would commit felonies and why. Let us know which mascots we left out and what punishment they need to have. Yeah. And we hope to see you next week, but it's okay if not, because literally
no one asked.
Thank you.
And back again is me. I'm also here to tell you that this episode's brought to you by me. I run my small business lunar cause, so if you're ever in the SLC area and you want to grow your natural nails strong and healthy with intricate custom nail art, you'll come to me for that, of course. And you can see more information for that in the show notes below.